Hey everybody, welcome to another walkthrough for Star Wars: The Old Republic. Today I'll be showing you the first two bosses in the hard mode operation, Eternity Vault.
Wait till I get a bunch of ads and drop it on.
Alright.
As you can see here, we came up into the operation. First thing we run into are two turrets and some ads. What you want to do is you want to have your two tanks tank each of the turrets. Preferably have your off tank tank the left and your main tank tank the right. What's going to happen first is as the ads come down, you're going to want your DPS to focus these ads. If they do not, they will focus your healers specifically and kill them and possibly make you wipe. As you can see here, my neglectfulness led to one of our healers dying. If you do successfully keep your healers alive, you will move on to the second turret after the first one is dead. You can target the top or the bottom if you're a melee, if you don't, since you can't jump up there. Ads will spawn constantly as you beat down the turrets.
Come back.
Once you beat down the turrets, you must walk back to approximately where I am now, where the snow line is, and then the first boss will come down. This is the Annihilator Droid XRR3. He is a fairly simple boss, but if you don't know what you're doing, you could wipe.
No, you're alright. I was having the same thing. I couldn't heal myself or heal anybody else. It's very odd. I kept you alive, and after that I couldn't do much else.
I'm glad you kept me alive, because for some reason, my dumbass was paying attention to my bar thinking that it was Ryan. So
First thing I'm going to tell you about this fight is, one, it can be single tanked, but it's very easy to dual tank. What your main tank will do is he will lunge at the boss and face him towards the 1 o'clock position from where he spawned. As you can see, we turn him around, face him towards the wall, so that if he knocks you back, you won't go as far back as you possibly could. Throughout the fight, he will target one of the range, as he did here. When you see this reticule, you want to move away from the group so that it doesn't do damage to them and it only does damage to you. It is a bleed that you will have to, I'm sorry, it's not a bleed, it's a burn, that you will have to heal through, not be stopped or interrupted. Right here what we're doing is we are turtling his missile salvo. When you hear him say he has been armed with 20 distinct weapons technologies, you're going to want to turtle up here. Your healer needs to throw down their AoE, and your tanks, you need to blow or pop some of your defensive cooldowns so that you can keep yourself alive. After that, you back out to your range, and then you keep fighting. Occasionally throughout the fight, the boss will stomp down and stun all the targets from within 5 to 10 meters of him. After that, he will do a swipe, a 360-degree swipe, which will knock away all the stunned targets. This includes the tank. At that point, the off tank needs to grab aggro until the main tank can come back. Throughout the fight as well, the boss will only knock away the tank that is tanking him. When that happens, the tank that is getting swiped needs to either taunt the second he gets swiped, or call out to the off tank to grab aggro so that the boss doesn't go loose on the rest of the group.
Save any defensive tool that you got for the very last, because it hits like a bit.
As you just heard him say, he's engaging storm protocols. At this point, he will launch missiles up into the air, and red AoE circles will appear on the ground. If you are in these circles, you will take approximately, for hard mode, 5,000 damage per hit. You must move away from these AoEs so that you can give your healers an easier time. He will usually target a person 2 to 3 times before the salvo stops. And after that, it goes back to the normal mechanic where you have to take him away and swipe. If you can manage it, try strafing only one direction. Don't stop the second the reticule is out from under your feet. Keep going because others will be launched under your feet. And if you stop and try going the other direction, the first salvo will hit you.
Tactics analyzed. Engaging storm protocols. Tactics analyzed. Engaging storm protocols. Activity violation. I have been armed with 24 distinct weapons technology.
At approximately 10 to 12%, the boss will go into a stop and rage, at which he does his missile salvo until he dies. And he dies at approximately 2 to 3% is when he gives up and shuts down. What you will want to do is you will want to use any of your defensive cooldowns you have. Your healers need to use their AoE heals, and if you have a sniper or a gunslinger, you want them to pop their defensive screen so that your group takes less damage. This is the second boss in hard mode EV, Garge. He's a relatively simple boss. At first, you want your tank to take him over to the left side of the platform and face him away from the group. The rest of the group needs to go over to the right and start DPSing him down. Melee DPS obviously has to move up behind the boss in order to do damage. What you're going to want to do is whenever you see the words Jarg is preparing to pounce on the screen, you want your melee DPS to run back away until he does his pounce. This way, the DPS don't take as much damage and the healers have an easier time. As you can see here, we damaged him down to approximately 90% health, and he jumped down on the platform, causing it to shake. When this happens, a path will open up, just like the one you came into the fight on. You'll have to look for that path and use it to get to the next platform. If you do not, the platform you were on will fall into the lava and you'll start taking the lava damage. If you don't get to the next platform in time, you will die. The lava damage stacks, so the longer you're in there, the more damage it does. Also, throughout the fight, you will do a knockback, which knocks everybody except the tank tanking him off the platform. Although, if you are an agent or a smuggler, if you enter cover, he will only knock you over. This gives you a chance to start DPSing faster, or if you're healing, to stay on the platform and heal people as they come through and not have to worry about yourself.
Fine, were you?
As you can see here, when Jarg pounced on a platform to make it drop, ads appeared. What you're going to want to do is you want to spam a couple of your AoEs, your easily castable ones, and then you're going to want your group to move through the pathway to the next platform. Once you get to the next platform, focus on any ads that are still there. What you're going to want to do is you want your off tank to AoE taunt the ads and have your main tank re-taunt the boss. At this point, you are you're also going to want your off tank to keep up with you. As you saw here, we had to pull him out of the lava. Not a big deal, we have a Stork with us. But if you do not have a stork with you, you want to pay attention, make sure you get on that pathway before the platform falls.
What happens when you don't cover?
Yeah. Now you know why I fell in love with that when I found out.
Same thing. AoE group them and run them with it. Over here on this side.
Yeah. Never mind, I'm going wrong.
I gotta put my back to that freaking lava because it ain't that broken.
Very fun.
Thank you for watching. If you would like me to do either healing or tanking perspective for these two fights, please leave a comment below. If you want me to do a walkthrough for something else, such as like a flashpoint or another operation, leave a comment. I am putting out a normal mode Terra from Beyond walkthrough, so make sure to check that out. Thank you for watching.